What's up, party people in the building?
Do you sleep in your diamonds, Vivica?
If I get too drunk the night before, and then
Lisa Ray drinking a real drink.
Big deal.
This is my fourth one.
we have a lot to be grateful for.
I'm grateful for this pina colada, lady.
Okay.
Let's get it popping.
Let's get it, girl. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, welcome to Cocktails with Queens. It's your girl, Claudia Jordan, and I know you've been waiting for this ever since last Monday. You know what it is and what we're about to do, so let's get right into it. I'm with my girls, the beautiful and talented Vivica A. Fox, the beautiful and talented Lisa Ray, and the beautiful and talented Selena Johnson, and we are going to dish about everything that's trending on social media. All right, ladies, how's everybody doing tonight?
Fantastic. How are you, ladies? Hey.
Awesome sauce. It's Monday, girl.
What y'all sipping? What's everybody drinking on? I'm ghetto tonight with the red cup because I didn't have time.
Is that a mixed drink? Is with pineapple or some Coke? What's your mix up? That's
Ruby
when
red.
you get it. When you like, girl, I mixed it with some pineapple.
Right.
I got a little queen tea for you.
Queen
She
tea.
got her tea.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little piece of tea tonight too.
Mm.
Just trying to see what's now. I can't guarantee that it's not just tea.
Thank you.
But it is
Okay.
the basis tea.
Yes.
That part.
Okay.
Vivica,
Mhm.
what you got, Vivica? You got
Oh,
your
just my
wine?
usual Pinot Noir in a Baccarat goblet.
Oh, come on, Baccarat.
Hey.
Oh, time wine too, Baccarat.
I like the contrast from your classy drink to my ghetto ass tea.
Okay.
But
Ruby
you know
red
what?
juice.
That's how queens do it. You
And
know?
we all different.
Right.
We all give
That's
you
how
something.
queens do, from the tea to the wine to the ghetto.
What's good tea? Well,
Yes.
you know that's me.
Uh-huh.
So, ladies, before we get started, we definitely, on a serious note, we want to take a moment to send our thoughts and prayers to Reverend Jesse Jackson and his wife. They're both in the hospital from COVID-19. They were hospitalized over the weekend. So we definitely wish them the very best.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Prayers up for sure, you know. But we got to know COVID's real and it's coming back with a vengeance, you know. So don't forget,
Be
even though
careful.
we
Be
trying to
still
go
for your
forward, but don't forget.
Okay.
Oh, later on in the show, we have to talk about the shady ass state of Texas and how they're trying to blame Black people. But we're going to get into that.
Oh, no, I saw that.
I did.
Girl,
Yeah.
they are and we're gonna have to roast Texas, although I live here, but they're doing too much. Okay, let's get into this. Our girl Sha'Carri Richardson, track star, she competed in the Prefontaine Classic over the weekend, and she placed 9th place in the 100-meter race. And that was supposed to be the big face-off because she didn't get to run against the Jamaicans in the Olympics and the entire field. So she was hyping herself up like track stars do, but people really went in on her on social media about her loss. One Twitter wrote, "If Sha'Carri started off respecting her competition, this would be a different story. People would be commending her for trying and failing against the greats. Shit talking without the talent makes for a bad time." Hold up. Let's not act like the girl don't have talent. That's
hard.
That's
Right.
like, come on. Roland Martin tweeted, "Damn, Sha'Carri got smoked at the Prefontaine like a big Jamaican blunt." That was brutal. If you're asking to write checks, they can't bounce. She finishes
Ooh.
9th. She got humbled real fast by the world's top sprinters. And last but not least, one user wrote, "Y'all always have a bad habit of wanting to humble people, especially Black women." What do y'all think about the world, trying to humble Black women? And what do you think about how they loved her one minute and seemed to some of them hate her the next? What do y'all think, ladies?
Such a thin line between hyping yourself up as your own competition, as your own hype person, you know what I mean? Because you got to think you the best. That's their mentality, you know what I mean? Or what they need to go in there for a competition, for a real strategy, you know what I mean? And then the flip side is that when you say humble yourself, first of all, we all should be humble and to a certain degree and be thankful to the Almighty. That's first of all. Second of all, I think what they're referring to is more of, I don't want to say the shit talking, but the way that she came off. It is not more so of what she said, it's just the how she said. And then it's almost like, oh, baby, don't make them make you look like that, sound like that, and do that because you're still a athlete. You know what I mean? You're still representing all of us and we're still rooting for you. So just stay right there in the pocket, stay classy, get in there and do your thing. Let your talent show what it is that your mouth is trying to do.
Yeah, I think they just didn't like that she was her super own hype team, you know. So when she got smoked, which she wasn't ready, them girls been running for the past month, like killing, breaking records. Them Jamaican chicks is coming with horsepower, literally. So she was not ready to go with them. Them girls with they've been killing the game. So, but that was a wake up call.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board. She just wasn't ready. She wasn't.
Selena, what do you think?
It's the after interviews for me. It's one thing to, because Michael Jordan talks shit, a bunch of athletes talk shit, that's part of sports.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it fun. It makes it like, oh man, everybody got their sides. Let me see what this person say, and we were all really waiting for Sha'Carri Richardson to really turn up, because it was an unfortunate thing that she, blew her first chance to be in the Olympics for the very first time. So we were really, and, the mother passing away. So, we just really wanted her to come in and turn up. But the facts are, what's the young lady's name, Claudia, that won the race?
Elaine Hara.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, precisely. The fact that that name is not rolled off the tongue immediately, there's a problem with that. This woman ran a 10.5, which is the second fastest time in the world under Flo. Okay. And why aren't we really talking more about she did, a Black woman won, and then another Black woman came in after her with a 10.6, So, and Sha'Carri Richardson's best time for the pre-Olympic trial was like 10.7. So they're all extremely exceptional athletes. She lost. She took an L. Not only did you lose, you took a bad L.
I'll tell you why, Selena, we ain't talking about it.
Okay, because we just like to keep dumb shit up. But I just feel like, okay, so you lost in 9th place. That's a good little lesson. Sometimes it's nothing wrong with talking trash. Nobody's trying to humble you. Okay. Sometimes you just got to let your legs do all the running besides your mouth. Sometimes you just got to come out there and let your talent show what time it was. And that's what they meant by backing it up. So all you got to do now, like even after the interview, she should have just been like, it's cool. I took an L. The other women were amazing. They trained for it. We all trained. We all did the best we could. They got the best of me, but it's going to be another time and I'm going to be ready. Like, just leave it at that. Then come in next time, turn up, because you're still young. But I think the whole, all the haters and all that talking and stuff, like you just talking too much. Like you ain't got to explain yourself. Just be like, I took an L. I fell off. You know what I'm saying?
Back to the drawing board.
Turn up next time.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this as a former, I ran nowhere near their level, but I ran a little something, and with track, which I want to be in that race. I would have got. You think she got smoked? I'd have been in 15th place. Okay. So track. I'm gonna say a couple of things. Track and field is certainly it's an individual sport, and you are your own hype man. And I will say this: when the Maurice Greens and the Usain Bolts, when they flaunt, no one even bats an eye. We think it's confident, it's dope. We like that shit. It's actually pretty dope. Nobody likes when a woman does it. I'm just gonna say that. That's out the gate.
Absolutely.
Yes, she could have been humbled, but why? In sports, we love when someone dunks and sticks their tongue out and talks they shit. We be like, hell yeah. But when a woman does it, well, a woman in 9th place does it, it ain't that cool. We get that. If she would have won, we would have been okay with it. I will say this. I think, people gonna come to me and say this. She doesn't have that, that media training. She's a very raw talent. And I also feel like she's very defensive because a lot of people did come for her. A lot of Black people came for her too, saying she got a body like a boy. I'm sorry, when you run track, you ain't gonna have a lot of hips. They were coming for her hair and her nails. Yeah, and you didn't. Yeah,
that's gone. Yeah. You're right.
I think her body's sharp. I think her body's bad.
I do too, and I think she's not used to. She reminds me a little bit.
The lashes, the nails, the colored hair.
She reminds me a little bit of Cardi B. When Cardi B was so raw and talented, but she really had a problem when people came for her. She responded to it and it affected her. She wasn't good at like playing it off like I ain't tripping. I think Sha'Carri wears her heart on her sleeve. You know what I'm saying?
She with maturity, and hopefully with maturity and other opportunities, somebody gonna get her and groom her because she's definitely got a bright future.
You just gotta.
She gonna learn. The best thing is when you see yourself, because that camera don't lie.
That's right.
I mean, but at the end of the day, she got
Unless
ninth
she
place and
used
still
to
got
say
interviewed.
herself like that.
Some people don't even get interviewed when they get in ninth place. She got interviewed in ninth place.
Well, how about she didn't even make it, that she wasn't even in the Olympics and has all these endorsements. I see her in all kinds of endorsements because they had big plans for her, you know? So if she could just like, listen, when you miss 2 weeks of a track meet, like it's hundreds of a second that's separate them. It ain't a big difference. You can get smoked and really you only lost by 0.3 seconds, and that's a lot in track. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. It looks like a lot on the track. But anyways, I'm still rooting for her. I love an underdog story, and I want to see her come back and regroup and get it and get up in that top 3, because I think she belongs in the top 3. I really do. I don't know about first.
We'll
top
see.
3.
It's coming.
All right, ladies, moving on. Since we're talking about, let me put my glasses on because I'm really trying to freestyle, and I'm ninth place in singing.
Okay. Not ninth place in C.
Not ninth place in seeing. Heck, you know. That's some funny shit.
Ain't no medals here. Okay.
Hell no.
Except on them glasses, huh? No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to my mother. My mom said
about the 40s, honey. Yes, on the blind. Yes.
Listen, it's getting worse, y'all. Before it used to be just in here. Now I can't see shit. I can't put together nothing.
Are you trying to get that LASIK eye surgery, Claudia?
They say they don't have.
Are you a candidate for that, for LASIK?
No, they said that's only
more
for
advanced year by year, Claudia. You can go get right, because you're gonna be in trouble with one show if you ever lose your glasses, baby.
I quit if I lose my glasses. Speaking of new jobs and people quitting and getting replaced, Mike Richards, the executive producer of Jeopardy, he was going to be the new host of the show, but he had to step down because a little scandal came up about his, past remarks, sexist, racist remarks he made about women, Jews, and poor people. Not
poor people.
Poor people.
Poor people? Really?
Poor people.
What makes you poor? Like what level is that? Like when you have less than what in your bank? What makes you poor? To be continued. Okay.
Right. That's a new low that I
half of America he didn't put down. Okay, great.
Okay,
I mean, I'm trying not to get canceled this week. So oh my God. He put this long statement out saying how, he's going to step down because the distractions around him was taken away from the show. So people were really excited about, LeVar Burton being in the running, but they still not picking him.
Well, I personally think that, this has been excellent scandal to get everybody talking about Jeopardy.
True.
Yeah. You haven't talked about Jeopardy since Alex Trebek, passed away. Yeah. So I think it's excellent strategy, and, how arrogant of him. He's the executive producer, make all these people show up. Everybody think they in the running for this job. He hires himself only to be blasted and put out. You had the job for one day. You had one job you've tried to do.
You should have stuck to the one he had, huh?
Yourself and win.
Stay in your lane. Know your place, play your position, and stay in your lane.
How you fire?
But now they're saying that he should get fired from everything. They don't even think that he should have an executive position.
He opened up the can of worms. Right.
That's what he did.
They're like, no, you need to get broke down and get fired just like everybody else do.
No.
So he used to work. I got some tea for y'all. He used to be on Working with the Price is Right. And my girl, Lanisha Cole, the beautiful chocolate model that was in the Pharrell video, just fronting. Mm-hmm. She had a case against him about, sexual harassment. And, I just can't imagine that sexual harassment would take place on the set of The Price is Right. It's almost unheard of.
That wouldn't be the first time.
Really? They do that there?
He got to be extra.
Like I heard, that's what I heard.
To hire yourself and get fired by somebody else. You're very dumb.
Well, he basically, had to resign to himself.
Let you know that he didn't really have a power.
You know what's crazy? They'd rather go with a man. They try to go with a man that had all this scandal around him than squeaky clean LeVar Burton, and it blew up in their face.
Can I say who was looking very handsome, by the way? I love the whole gray, distinguished little gentleman thing, So come on, Jeopardy, and go on and do the right thing. Move like everybody else is. You know, look at him. He's smart. He's intelligent. I think your other people. I mean, what's the other ones that are maybe like the candidates? Like it's LeVar Burton. He's reading his fundamental. He's distinguished.
Oh, Vivica, it sounds like you might. Do you like him? Can we?
I actually see LeVar at the spa. He has a beautiful wife and is married.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
With the gray, I saw him a whole nother way one day. He walked toward me. I was like, Kunta, and then Kunta.
Not Kunta. You know what? We gotta take a break on that.
But he's LeVar Burton reading this fundamental. But I'm telling you, he looked really good. The gray did it for him. You know, I hope he gets that job. Jeopardy, y'all call LeVar Burton and do the right thing.
We gotta take a quick break because you just called him Kunta. We gotta go. We'll be right back.
But you need some role he played in the movie.
Welcome back to Cocktails with Queens with Selena Johnson, Vivica A. Fox, and Lisa Ray, and myself, Claudia Jordan. We're having a good old time. What y'all drinking? Let us know in the chat on YouTube. Put in the chat what drink you sipping on tonight, and let's all have a drink together. Oh, speaking of together, people who are not together anymore, but we gotta talk about them. Alex Rodriguez and J.Lo, you know, they broke up. It was a frenzy all over Instagram when he posted a picture of himself smiling as he leaned on what appears to be the red Porsche that he gave to his ex-fiancée, Jennifer Lopez, on her 50th birthday. The caption reads, "I'm super down to earth." Fans, of course, immediately, you know, went to the comment section and to throw some shade. One person wrote, "Looks like J.Lo left not only you, but the red car too." Another person wrote, "Bro kept the car, crying, laughing." Do you think A-Rod was being shady by posting a picture in front of her Porsche? Do you think it's her Porsche, or do you think it was just...
I would hope that it's not. I would hope that he's mature enough to not to even fall for the shenanigans of the Instagram. I would hope that he does not want to get some life and be thirsty for social media. And we all know that both of them separately have enough money to get whatever Porsche that they need and want and dream of. Customized and VIP.
That part.
That's
but
true.
It's the whole connection thing that, you know.
They done bought it all back around to make it a store.
You know what I mean? I mean, you know, come on, he knew what he was doing. You know, it's like, yeah, and the whole little, you know, little subtle shade. He mad because she is very happy. And that woman moved all the way on.
I think she's unbothered. I think it's more unbothered than anything.
You think he's unbothered, Lisa Ray?
I think she's unbothered.
She is totally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I think
and having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
She did. Thank you. Next, would like
Selena, what do you think?
I agree with Lisa Ray as well. I definitely, I don't even really think that that's her car. I mean, and if it is her car, I think it's dumb because they like she said, you know, they can afford 10 Porsches 10 times over, customized. So not only can Jennifer afford the car, and A-Rod, Ben too can afford 15 Porsches if he want to, you know. We can go get the baby daddy, her kid's baby daddy. He can afford 15 Porsches. So a car standing in front of a car is probably just him standing in front of a car. We don't even know if that's his car. He could have been at the car dealership. We don't know. We don't know where this man was.
I hope that's the case. I hope that he's not that petty. I hope he's not that immature. I hope.
Oh, you don't think he had on his petty boots?
I hope
petty
not.
boots. I'm telling you, guys wear petty boots sometimes.
They sure do. I think, you know what I think it is? I think that sometimes people send subliminal messages like, you know, something that y'all shared together. Like he may be missing her. Maybe he's thinking about her. Maybe he wants her attention. So he took a picture in front of a red car. I don't know. But it's very much a coincidence.
A coinky dinky.
We'll leave it at that then. Okay.
I got a Porsche. If my broke ass can have a Porsche, I know they can have about 1,000 Porsches, so it's not that big. All righty. Amber Rose.
Wise to keep it in. No.
Right.
They get it. Okay.
Amber Rose is venting about her frustrations about, you know, her baby daddy that's just lost his goddamn mind. His name is A.E. Edwards. He admitted to cheating on the model with at least 12 other women. So Amber said, you know, when you're in love with a narcissist, your brain tells you to run when your heart says to stay. I wish it was easy to fix him, but that's not for me to do. Ladies, have you all ever dated a narcissist? And why do some women think they can fix a broken man?
Can I ask this question? Wait a minute. I thought that's not the baby daddy, the baby that she just had that
was all in love with her. They got the tattoo across the forehead. Yeah, that guy.
The rapper, right?
Yeah, now it's just got a file of chicks. he just jumping off all over the damn place.
But why?
Right.
He looks like her.
Him, or is it her?
Well,
I think it's him. If he cheated with 12 women, that's some dirty.
That's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Why he go to the extent of going through so many women before he went to his own and say something's wrong with us? What's happening?
Well,
Because I keep going to these different women.
And
he said loves women.
And wait a minute, I think she busted him. But you know, Amber,
she'll be like next too quick. She gonna be unbothered.
Well, to find out that there's 11 girls there,
him talking about he love women is stupid. All men love women, you know.
Right.
Like it's women that love.
But y'all
women.
have a family together, dog. So let's right.
So what she gonna do? She gonna stay? Or she's
not. She said she peace out. But Claudia, I want to know what you think, because I'm gonna tell you, I'll kind of live for your little drags. If it's one thing you know how to do is drag a man. Okay?
All the way across the road.
Let me tell you something. Let me get them down to the floor. So I'm just really waiting on this response.
I never heard of AE, and call me ignorant. I'm not hip on the the producers that make these rap songs. I mean, I'm old now, I don't know about all that. So I'm like, she raised his profile so he can get 12 women. Now you get 12 women, and then now he's unapologetic. He's like, he wasn't in his response. I don't know if y'all saw it. He was so like, it is what it is. I like women. I'm like, God damn, like.
But did
you got any mercy, brother?
In their relationship, did she know that? And then she felt just because she had a baby that it would change. Which
I'll be damned if
I mean, they did look real in love, like for real. Like when she got with him, like they was like posting, like it looked like I was shocked. I'm not gonna even lie. He was so happy to have the baby, and this is that, the third. You know, that's why I tell people, ladies, when y'all get with these guys, y'all know, take the time to get to know them. For y'all start having kids with them, for you end up popping off on him and he ain't working because you didn't take the time to get to know him. So I know the flesh is weak though, but
I'll be damned if I get cheated on by a bitch that stole my look. I'm just saying.
I'm done. I just leave the building right now. Claudia.
Twins. Twins.
You gonna
steal my whole look, and then you gonna cheat on me? You gonna take my look and go cheat?
He also stated that this is not the first time he got caught, but he said that he still loved Amber, that they are best friends. So
okay,
you ain't my best friend cheating on me.
Okay,
you ain't my best friend doing that.
Friend is that's not real friends don't do that.
Really?
You know how best friends go to Great America and had a t-shirt on 1 for 2, on sale, like I got you, you got me, we got each other. That's I hate my
no ma'am.
Y'all ain't down for it? Okay.
Hey ladies, hold on, my cats are being ghettos fighting. Hey,
are they? Oh, that was a good growl too. Claudia, watch out now. Don't come back with fangs.
Everybody in this house is ghetto, including me. Like my cats is ghetto.
Okay.
I got a red cup. I'm sorry.
It's that kind of night. Messy Mondays, boo.
Okay, y'all. Our girl Wendy Williams looks like she's moving on from being with a narcissist. Over the weekend, she posted a photo on her Instagram introducing her followers to a man she referred to as her boyfriend. Let's see the picture.
She said as her boyfriend? Oh, I thought it was like one of them, like she likes to go and have drinks and eat with people and hang out and stuff like that. I didn't know she labeled him. Really?
She called him her boyfriend. She wrote, "My son's 21st birthday party on the yacht in Miami was everything he wanted." Williams even wrote, "Even my boyfriend." Now she's been spotted with multiple dates, since her divorce. How long does it take you ladies to jump back out into the dating world after like a big breakup, or, I don't want to just talk about Wendy. I want to talk about us more. How long do y'all take? Do y'all have a grace period, or is it?
Honey, I will ask J.Lo all day because, honey, she has done it greatly.
Right. Moving on next.
Yes, honey. To move on bigger and better.
It's like they do that thing that is just the drawing point. You go like, you know what? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to wrap this up and I'm going to move on and go do me. Like something, and you can get over it quickly. Just let that right one be over there waiting like, hey, girl. You like, hey.
Right.
What's happening?
I think it depends on how long the relationship was. So like if you was with somebody for like 3 months, you probably can move on in, 15 minutes. Yeah. But if you were with somebody, you probably go next door and get it popping. But if you were with somebody for like, 3 to 5 years, it's going to take a while to unlearn, a bunch of different habits, a bunch of different, emotions. Like you got to unlearn some stuff before you are comfortable to bringing that next thing into the next relationship. Because you don't want to get into the relationship. And then now I'm still used to the kiss on this person. And then this person do a kiss that's different. It might not be bad, but now you're like, oh no, this ain't the same, because you get used to stuff. So I just think, it depends on how long you were in a relationship. So
to me, it depends on if you broke my heart or not. If you hurt me, I'm probably trying to rush into the next. And I know that's not unhealthy and that's very
just
toxic.
To post it on Instagram. Huh?
Right. And especially if he looks better. Can we see the picture one more time of Wendy and her boyfriend? Can we see the picture real quick of Wendy and her boyfriend?
They look the same color almost, huh?
Oh, I'm Lisa Ray.
What is this show tonight?
Wow.
What is this show? I mean, the way that she said that he was her man was weird too. It just was weird. The whole, and at first it's set up as my son's birthday party, and he got everything he wanted, including my boyfriend.
Oh, that is weird.
That was weird. That's how it was.
Wow, Selena, good point.
Good cut.
It just sound weird. It could have just been, so I can't call it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening in that photo.
Do you think she's being sarcastic because every time she goes out with someone, it's like, you're linked to that person? Do you think, can we see that picture one more time? I just want to look at the picture just one more time.
You know what, Claudia?
I think it's yeah.
Hold on. He looks like Meryl Streep a little bit. Go back.
I cannot. Okay.
Wait, I gotta put my glasses. Oh no, it doesn't. It looks like, I don't know who it looks like. I just can't.
I'm about to say, well, who are you gonna come up with next? It was like, wait for it.
Wait for it.
No shade to Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
No shade to Meryl Streep. I just couldn't really see. It was just blurry. I just saw blondish hair, like light hair. Okay, we're gonna move on before I get in trouble again. Okay, y'all. Oh, do we have to take a commercial? We're gonna take a commercial.
Oh, we get a commercial? Great.
We'll be back. Ooh, welcome back to Cocktails with Queens. The ladies are out of control tonight. Y'all are out of control.
I missed everything y'all said. Y'all was kiki and ha-ha, and I had to send a message real quick.
Oh, they was just talking a whole bunch of mess on the break.
Oh,
really?
They were just being so messy during the break about talk about ghosts and all kinds of things. Well, okay. Speaking of ghosts, in a recent interview, Kathleen Roberts, she claims she's the reincarnation. I need to see this picture of Marilyn Monroe. Oh, she tried it. She's hold up.
Because what y'all, okay, let me hear what you're gonna say. Go ahead. What?
Okay. She said that Michael Jackson's ghost proposed to her clairvoyantly with a pink engagement ring.
Girl.
She also
Why
claimed.
are we talking about this? Because who is she? What is this? Is this important?
Oh, it gets worse. She also claims that the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. officiated the ceremony while she was getting out of a bathtub. Kathleen also believes that Jackson chose her because of her resemblance to Marilyn Monroe. Can we see the picture one more time, production?
She's really, yeah.
I be talking about mental illness and don't nobody believe me. It's running rampant in America. So
or she's on some heavy psychedelic drugs that are making her just see and feel moments that are totally impossible.
She said she feels special that Michael Jackson, his ghost, chose her for a wife.
Ooh.
And
she looked like Boy George.
Girl,
yes. Hey, Selena, if that was the story you want to connect yourself to, Boy George.
I'm just
right. I think she just conjured this up because she wanted to eat the whole damn wedding cake.
The whole damn wedding cake? Wow.
Yeah. You know,
that is it. And I can't take it.
I mean, how does one say, I am the reincarnation of Marilyn Monroe and Michael Jackson's ghost and I, we're married. That's my boo. And Martin Luther King Jr. officiated the ceremony.
Poor Michael. If this is how his fans act while he's gone, then he is in a better place. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
Yes, agreed.
Heaven looking like, my God, today these people are a fool
About me.
Yeah, he's like, so he is in a better place. If this is what it was when he was here, he doing his thing somewhere.
The obsession was real.
That's great.
Speaking of obsession, this lady had an obsession with being Black. Rachel Dolezal, whatever, is pretending she's best known, for wanting to be a Black woman. She pretended to be a Black woman. Oh,
For
she actually
years.
looks a little. Look at her.
I remember her.
She's still doing it.
So actually, she applied for and was granted a channel on OnlyFans. So she's gonna have an OnlyFans.
No way. She's gonna do OnlyFans for what?
Wow.
She said she plans to share content at least 3 times a week with bonus content. She noted that her page will have a little something for almost everyone, and she's looking forward to bringing you good content. Why should we care about this? And what is she gonna do? Like, run us through her process of going from a white woman to fake biracial woman? I don't. What is going on with?
At least she gonna get millions of people, maybe perhaps thousands, at least to go for that first time just to see. Therefore, she's collected all the money.
She's gonna be a one-hit wonder there too.
Right on.
Gotcha.
But OnlyFans shut the porn part down, so it's supposed to just be like clean content.
I heard that because remember when I had announced that I was gonna do a OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I'm gonna do OnlyFans. And then I got to look at it. It was like, wait a minute, what is this? And what? I ain't doing none of that. I was shut, close, not doing it. So,
now you can do it because
some children done came up off of OnlyFans, honey.
What? Millions. But they're changing it now, so it really will be fan content for your fans that can get a sneak peek.
Oh, they finally caught on to it.
But let me tell you something. It's gonna be
a quick billion real quick.
Right.
Can you imagine if you were making millions and now you have to go back to getting a sugar?
They ain't gonna do nothing but just start their own fan club.
She said
you only gotta do is a subscription.
Oh, good.
That be on sugarbabies.com, Claudia?
Huh? What happened?
Would that be sugarbabies.com?
Oh, is that something still up?
I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
Oh, never mind. I've got a boyfriend. All right, y'all. Next story. Lizzo has officially entered into the celebrity hygiene habit conversation after revealing that she no longer wears deodorant. Just like Oscar-winning actor Matthew McConaughey, he said he don't wear it either. He said he gave up deodorant 36 years ago, and Lizzo shared this to her Instagram story. She says, okay, I'm with them on this one. I stopped using deodorant and I smell better. Now, the actress Yvette Nicole Brown, who worked with him in the movie Tropic Thunder, says that he smells like granola and good living and has a sweet scent that's just him. It's not musty or crazy. Could y'all date a man that didn't use deodorant?
It smell like granola. Oh, what's the question?
Some deodorants. I'm on my Lisa Ray right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Oh, good. Go ahead, girl.
I'm on my Lisa Ray. Okay. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, deodorant has toxic chemicals in it, right?
Aluminum.
So a lot of people have been switching to aluminum-free deodorant. I wear aluminum-free deodorant. Some people may opt out for natural substances. Maybe they're doing baking soda. Maybe they're doing vinegar. Alcohol. Maybe
vinegar.
Okay.
Yuck.
You know how they do. Sometimes they do the white vinegar. Well, I think maybe it depends on. At least they're not saying.
You got some like fish and chips.
Well, at least they're not saying I'm not washing my ass. They're at least washing
that's
up.
usually part of it too. I mean, if you're not washing, they're
washed. They ain't said they didn't wash up. The other people said they ain't even getting in the shower. So at least they washing up, and maybe what they're eating is causing them to smell like granolas and berries. Okay, then.
Okay, I got you.
I want my food to smell like that. I do not want my man to smell that way.
Agreed, Lisa. Right.
I
want you to smell like you took the time.
Alone, and I need
to know you was gonna be underneath me, and I was gonna smell you. So you granola and berries.
But what's granola smell like? That has no smell.
Yogurt. You know what I mean?
She ain't hearing him.
What'd you say?
I said, is that because you don't do the top? He's gonna be underneath you, top, bottom, no.
Oh, she's asking if you ride. Vivica
Of
Fox.
course.
Oh, ooh.
Right.
I want to see what you're gonna lie. I know.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Was that a question?
Well,
What I'm just talking about, I don't get people why everybody's sharing this hygiene thing.
I was
Like,
just
Right.
gonna say that. What
you know
is
what I
the
mean?
deal
Like that,
with
that's like everybody in your interviews. So do you wash your ass? I mean,
And if so, how
it?
often?
Where are you from?
right.
You wash your ass?
Right. I mean, give me a break.
I'm
Career
gonna
Every
say,
day you should. A couple
I'm gonna
times a day.
say, we got to give props to the person who started this conversation years ago, and we didn't even know it. Monique was the one who shared. She didn't shave her legs. Remember that?
I don't have a problem with that. That's different. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you're like,
That's not a
because
dirty thing.
she felt like she was one of them kind that like she could put like the lotion on her legs and her legs, like the hair looked wavy, like she had a finger roll going down her legs or something.
You know what,
A
Vivica?
finger roll. A
And so
finger
she
wave.
thought, "Ooh, that's sexy. You see the way the
Right.
hair is waving up on my legs? I ain't cutting this off." But she took a shower. I guarantee you that much. She took a shower. Hell
Did he
yeah.
get that lotion off them hairs some kind of way?
Vivica A. Fox, you did not say that Monique had wavy hair.
She said she got a finger roll down the leg. I'm sick of it.
She get
Finger
this like
roll.
finger waves.
Finger
Finger
wave.
waves.
She said
Come on,
finger
y'all
wave.
now. You know the kind. Be like, "Oh, you got good hair."
She didn't put
Like
gel
what they be
in
doing
her
with
legs.
the edge control now.
Absolutely.
No.
Come on. It's all the rage right now. If you got a ponytail and you ain't got a finger wave of baby hair, you're not doing it right.
But she didn't put pro style down to her legs
You know,
Or
this is
dippity
it.
do.
and did this here with it. You know.
Not the dippity do.
And that was no shade to her hygiene, but she was the one that disclosed things about her personal, her body. But okay, I don't know where to go from this, so we're gonna go ahead and go into a commercial, and we're gonna come back with some queendom when we come back right here on Fox. So we'll be right back.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Cocktails with Queens with Vivica A. Fox, Selena Johnson, Lisa Ray, and myself, Claudia Jordan. We're having a fun time tonight. If you are enjoying the show, give us some thumbs up in the comments. We see you in the comments, y'all going ham. So give us some thumbs up. Okay, cool. Well, we reached the part in the show where we like to dive a little deeper and talk about what's happening in our personal lives, relationships, and the obstacles we have overcome in our own lives. I want to welcome everyone to our Queendom.
Queen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what? Tonight's topic is something that I'm gonna take my glass off because I don't have to read for this one. It's just been happening a lot lately, and I ain't no rich multi-millionaire type of person. I do all right, you know what I'm saying? I could, whatever, do a little something on the Fashion Nova websites, but I don't, got it like that. So, anyways, people have been in my inbox asking for money that I don't even know. Like, and their stories be so convincing. Like, my house burned down. Can you help put my kid through college? I'd be like, wait, what? I thought you needed a little spot for some food. I need to get this surgery. Like just asking for outrageous amounts of money, and they are strangers. And I think when you're like in the public eye, you know what I mean? People think you're definitely a target, and you want to help people because you've been blessed. But it gets draining because some of the stories really are compelling. I want to ask you ladies how you feel about this. Do you ever feel guilty for saying no? And how do you deal with being asked for money?
Vivica got me out of this because because when you've gone through it, you can absolutely have the experience to say, you know what? If you don't take care of you first, you will not be able to take care of yourself. And if you let them break you, guess what? You won't be able to get any of the money back from them people because that's why they asked you in the beginning. So when you keep hearing this from someone that's been there, done that before you start, even if it's just left there on the shelf so you can just think about it every now and then, and you look at it and pass it. It's like, right. And then you have those little things that happen to you because people start counting your money. They automatically think because you're on TV and you got all of this, that, that perhaps you don't have your own family members that's hitting you up, that you don't have your own lifestyle, that you are not just living, but saving for the next 20, 30 years. And if you got kids, then you got to save and put up for them. Like they have no idea. And you're absolutely right, Claudia. It'd be some sad stories that break my heart that make me go, well, let me send something. But have you ever sent something and that something wasn't enough for them? And then you feel like,
Really you open up Pandora's box with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like once you start, then it's like, and girl, you ain't gonna believe what happened to me. Damn, boy, I tell you, the sob stories. When they start with the sob stories, I'm like, oh man, here we go. And it's the fact that they're coming to a woman, asking a woman for money when it's like, you're like, now, darling, okay, I'm not dating you. I didn't have you.
Okay.
So what are we doing?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So a friend of mine told me years ago, if you need more than $50, you need a bank. I might help you get some gas, might get you a meal, but that's it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Claudia.
No, go ahead, Selena. I want to hear what you have to say.
For me, it's a couple of people in the world that can endlessly ask me for money and they will get it. That's just the way it is. People like my mama, you know what I'm saying? My sons, my sisters. But the people that I've named, they probably don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? They don't really need it. They're probably not going to ask for it. But my mother can ask money for me until, you know, it doesn't matter. I just feel like she can get it from me whenever she needs to. However, on the other end of that stick, I am the type of person that maybe I'm considered a bitch in terms of giving money. The answer is always going to be no. Sorry.
That was an excellent explanation.
I do not loan money to anyone.
Yeah.
If I give you money, I do not expect it back. And in most cases, I'm paying you away from my life.
Oh, that part.
And that's strangers, because here's the thing, between friends, I tell you, if I need a good quick 10, I know who I can go to and say, hey, spot me 10 and I'll give it back to you next month. You know what I mean? You can do that. And you know if you're gonna get it back to that person or not. You like, you good for it. You know those people. But those people that's hitting you up in your DMs and stuff, it's like you don't
know them.
It's gonna be no
at all. At all.
It's gonna be no every time for me.
I like to help. I'm a sucker. I like to help people when they don't ask, or when I observe it myself and I see that this person's struggling. There was a guy that was like, his name was Raymond. He used to go really hard on Facebook and on Twitter, and he kind of like created like a little fan club for me. And he would always repost stuff and really promote anything I was doing. I found out he was a homeless man that was living on the streets, I think in Wisconsin. So he had a tent and like a generator, like a kerosene kind of like heater. And he would talking about, I would ask him questions like, how are you staying warm? He's like, well, I get enough money sometimes to like buy the kerosene and heat my tent or whatever. So I remember for a holiday, it was like it was Christmas. I put him up in a hotel for like 3 days. It wasn't an expensive hotel, and it really wasn't. Nice. It's because he didn't ask me. But then he became a Trump supporter.
Oh, damn.
And I cut him off.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Is that wrong? I was like, well, why don't you ask Trump for the money?
I'm going to tell you something. When you find out somebody Trump supporter, it just makes you look at them a whole way like.
Yeah. Right. But see, that is a good gesture of just, you know, service. So to me, that you can do that at any time as much as you want. You can do that endlessly. For me, if you keep asking for money, like, first of all, you ain't gonna keep asking me. But if I give it to you, I'm not even gonna expect it back because I don't want to not like you.
Yeah. Right.
If you take too long to get it back to me, if you don't get it back to me, I don't want to run the risk of damaging that relationship. So if I decide I'm going to give it to you, I'm already going to know in my mind, I'm going to just say, here, I don't want it back. Just here, I'm going to loan it to you. I'm just going to give it to you. And that's that. That's why I don't loan money, because then that's setting up a situation where you could possibly have to whoop somebody's ass or just be sitting somewhere waiting down for money that ain't going to never come. You know what I'm saying?
It's the disrespect for me. Every person that I loan money to, it's mostly been men that have asked me to borrow money, not even my female friends. My female friends will suffer in silence because of pride. And one of my friends, I just went and put money in her account, but she did that for me when my show got canceled. I was going through foreclosure, and she just looked out and did it. So we got an endless line of credit, Selena, like you and your family. Right. But like, you know, everybody I've loaned money to, it has ruined the friendship because they were so humble and kind when they asked for it. And then when it was time to pay back, they want to give me $15 payment plan. I'm like, it's going to take 27 millennials.
An attitude. That's what pisses me off. You going to give me an attitude about my money.
Yeah.
You need to tax their ass. They want to pay 15 back in the payment plan. Okay, well, it's going to be 6% interest.
You ain't going to get that because you ain't going to get your money. And that's what makes me now have to get out of that thought process of let me cut your finger off and send to your mama.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, she was straight gangster. Right.
Well, I don't loan money. I ain't got time for it. Here, you can have it.
The Chicago came out on that one.
Didn't it?
We're going to take a quick break before we get indicted. Before we get an indictment on the show. We'll be right back with more cocktails.
Not an indictment.
Okay.
Welcome back to Cocktails with Queens. We're having a fun time tonight, but we got to get to the story that I teased earlier on. This story right here is just really pissing me off, okay? Now, during an appearance on Fox News, Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick was asked about the surge in coronavirus cases, and the Republican said, African Americans who have not been vaccinated are the biggest group in the most states contributing to the spike. Now, the latest data from the Texas Department of Health, State Health Services shows that the African-American population is not driving the increase in cases in that state. According to the census data, Black residents in Texas accounted for 16.4% of the cases. Okay, we only 16%, so don't come over here with that nonsense, Dan Patrick, because it ain't us. It's your little MAGA, it's my body, it's my choice, my liberty. MAGA folks that ain't trying to wear a mask, to get a vaccine, nothing. Y'all ain't cooperating with nothing. Are y'all shocked about this?
I just say, hey, for the numbers, because the numbers don't lie.
That part. I mean?
So the hell with him, because now he has to take that back. You know what I mean? Like Maxine Waters, he got to reclaim his time and take that back and say, no, I mistakenly spoke too soon about the Black folks, because it ain't even us.
You know, I just wish that we've got to learn to start holding our politicians accountable to the lies that they just blatantly spew out of their mouth. It's just like, really? And you get to be in control of budgets and the communities and this and the third. You suck. It just pisses me off that they can spread malicious lies like that with no recourse.
In this climate, I'm quite fascinated that he would think that it is okay to even make that kind of statement.
Exactly.
With everything that has gone on in America in just general in the past 3, 4, 5 years, you know, through the Trump administration into the Biden administration, like with people, politicians getting, you know, COVID, first of all, but getting in trouble for saying little things, you know, trouble for saying the smallest things, for him to haul off and just blatantly be on some old Black people did it is actually a fool to me. And the fact that he can get away with it is even more of a fool. And first of all, Black people, based on the statistics, okay, we already know the statistics, and trying to say that they're not vaccinated. Okay, well, there are vaccinated people that are also getting COVID and passing COVID. Again. Very small percentage, but again, like Claudia said, what about all these people that's running around in the Targets talking about they got rights and they don't want to wear their mask and this, that, and the third. So what about all of those people?
Want to send their kids to school without masks on?
You feel me? And then the kids and
I just don't get what's the problem with following rules. If there's scientific reports and things like that are backing up, listen, if we want to get back to living again, you know, in some form, if we don't start with dying in these
just be extra safe.
Just follow the rules. I don't get the ignorant rebellion behind that. You know?
Well, the problem is these people don't even have a full set of teeth, ain't seen a full set of teeth since they were 16 years old, have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to think they're smarter than a scientist. Mm-hmm. A lot of these people, yes, there are conspiracy theories. And guess what? There are some shady things that our government has done 1000%. And to Black people, yes. But if you think that someone's trying to put a chip in you, because the government needs to hone in on what you're doing down at the sandwich shop or what you're doing at your customer service job or even here with us. They ain't getting no top secret. If they put a chip in me, they're going to be bored.
No, them ain't the ones they're trying to put the chip in. They trying to put the chip in people like the higher upper so they can understand what they're saying. Because see, they already got us already on Siri. They got us already on Google. They got us from our computer. They got us from the fingerprint. They got us putting our fingerprint in our phones. They get all our shit. They are trying to do this so they can clone, because they ain't trying to have us here. They trying to make us extinct right now.
But why would they do that though? Why do they want to kill off the world? Like I don't see the benefit in killing off the world. Now some people,
yes, you don't mean it ain't happening.
But Lisa Ray, do you really think they're trying to clone? We got enough people right now. They're gonna clone us?
They have been doing it already.
Right. So they don't need vaccine to clone us if they've been doing it already. They need a new vaccine to get the clone in. And listen, we do know, they have done horrendous things to Black people. Now, if anybody's skeptical of anything being put in our bodies, it should be Black people based on the horrendous events, historical events that we've gone through, and not just the Tuskegee experiment, because that wasn't even a real good example. Just in general, what you've done to Black people in general in the healthcare system and Black women right now that you're still doing to Black women. So I get
Black women and poor people. We're gonna come back to that. What makes you poor? That's what I want to know. What number?
But it's just ignorant for Dan Patrick to say that Black people are the cause of it spreading, because the vaccine is not going to stop you from spreading it. It stops you from, when you do get it, the symptoms are not as severe. You can still pass it along. You're still a carrier. But like he's just an ignorant jackass, just like our whack ass governor.
And my whack ass governor. My governor's
whose governor's whacker?
Look, them numbers gonna keep on telling him the truth in months coming. And then what you gonna do?
Oh, we gotta go. We didn't have time for the game. We all got into conspiracy theories and cloning and all that kind of stuff. Listen, this was a fun show. I had a great time with you ladies. Did y'all have fun tonight?
I did, because I just got off the plane from Hawaii. I didn't even think I was gonna make it. I was like, I sat down with 7 minutes to spare. So absolutely, I'm glad to see you ladies. Happy Monday.
You did it.
Hey, y'all, stick around. The Tammy Mack Show is up next. We'll see y'all back here next Monday. Let us know what themes y'all want us to do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're going to get back into that. Bye, ladies. Y'all look great.
Bye.